Welcome to Rick's Diecast, racing home of the Comet Raceway, which is directly behind me. My sidekick Sandy, unfortunately is not here today, as she is down getting ready for this all-important 10th and final race of the season. Folks, I'd like to start off this video by apologizing for my rude leaving you last week, as I was busy dealing with a certain family. I can't say their names until we go to court. If you're new to this channel and you're wondering what I'm talking about, make sure you go back and watch all of our past episodes that led up to this event. We're on our 10th and final race of the season, folks, so I'm glad you're here with us. And again, I apologize for last week's interruption. But for now, happy racing, race fans, and let's get on some great racing action.
Gun. Sidekick Sandy. Franklin. Dolly. Sidekick Sandy really needs to do something special to get herself into that bonus rounds and into the championship round. It's gonna be up front. The Gump on the inside, Sidekick Sandy on the out, Franklin on the inside, Dolly on the out in the back row. We are racing! And it's Sidekick Sandy and Gump battling it out. Oh, looky there, Franklin taking over second place right there, right coming out of that first set of turns. As we come down here to that final straight, it's going to be a battle between, looks like, Gump and Franklin. Coming down to that final stretch. And look at Franklin trying to make a move. Oh, he gets cut off hard. What a hit. First race of the night, we're already having to watch a replay. Check this out. Watch Franklin come down here, and he's looking to make a move, and he does. He tries to come to the inside, but look at that. Franklin says, no way. Pushes him right up against the finish line, and he is taken out hard. And then Sidekick Sandy comes in and nails him, as it ended up being Gump, Franklin, Sidekick Sandy, and then Dolly, as we're in the first race, and you can tell there's a lot on the line as they're jockeying for position and a shot into making it into that championship round. What a first race. Third place finishes is not going to get it done for our returning champion, Sidekick Sandy. So she better get it going on right here, right now. We are racing. This Sidekick Sandy out to that lead that she needs so badly. Coming to that first turn. Oh, here comes Franklin trying to make a move. And there she cuts Franklin off. As we come down here, Franklin's still trying to find a way to get around Sidekick Sandy as we come down to that final straightaway. Here we go. It is going to be Sidekick, Franklin, Dolly, Gump.
Yep, that one is Sidekick approved.
That was a much better race there by our returning champion, Sidekick Sandy, but she cannot afford to let up now. We are racing this Dolly out to a bit of a lead over Franklin, and Franklin now moves into first place. This Sidekick Sandy's trying to find her way up there to second place. And we come down here, look at Franklin just flying down here into that final set of turns. He should take this easy if he can keep it on the track. Here we go as we come down here. Oh, Sidekick gets up on the side. It's going to, oh, hard hit at the end. Holy cow, folks, is that finish line taking a beating tonight. So wonder that thing's still working at all. Check out Sidekick Sandy up there. Franklin's got an easy victory. Sidekick pulled herself back on the track. She can get those points, but it wasn't enough. But check out Dolly comes in there. Boom! He just hits, goes over to the side for no reason, hits that finish line. Barely comes across to pick up a second place finish over Gump, and then Sidekick Sandy comes in last. It's not looking good for our returning champion, Sidekick Sandy. She needs two things to happen here in this final race of the heat number one. She needs Dolly not to get a first place. That's the first thing. The second thing is she needs to finish higher than Gump. She needs a better positioning than Gump here in the final round to have any chance of getting into that bonus round and have any chance at all to making it into that championship round next week. Here we go. And it's going to be Dolly out to a bit of lead. No, Gump is battling it out. Sidekick Sandy cannot get in there where she needs to get. Oh, here she goes making it. Oh, Dolly puts a block on everybody. We're all kinds of messed up here. Oh, can Sandy make it around? Can Sandy make it around? Sandy does make it around. Yeah, along with Franklin. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. After all that, she's going to take a first place ball about Franklin. Again, you've got to be kidding me. I've seen some crazy things here at the Comet Raceway, but this ranks right up there with them. As Sidekick Sandy needed a miracle to make it into that bonus round, and she does make it into the bonus round. She'll be going there along with Franklin. That's what championship drivers do. They take advantage of opportunities, and she sure did that. As you can see, it was Dolly that held up everything, and coming right there out of Armageddon Corner, he ends up holding up Gump. Gump ends up getting with the DNF, but both Franklin and Sidekick Sandy managed to work their way around that mess. and it does allow Sidekick Sandy to get into that championship round. Alright, folks. Hold on. We finally got him, folks. We finally got him. The former drivers, former cars, former competitors have all had enough of their bullying tactics and are fighting back. For once, we're going to be the bullies, and we're going to hopefully keep them from joining us any more of this race or being any part of the championship race coming up. I'll deal with them in court if that's what it takes, but I'm tired of them interrupting our shows. Let's get on to meeting our next 4 cars. We got them, yes! Hellfire, Mad Ape, Solar Flare, The Streak. Let's hope for the same kind of action we had in Heat 1 here in Heat number 2. As up front we'll have Hellfire on the inside, Mad Ape on the out. In the back row we'll have Solar Flare on the inside, The Streak on the out. We are racing. It's Hellfire out to a bit of a lead. They're battling the Mad Ape down to that first. Oh, it's a little bit of a block, kind of slows everything up, but everybody gets corrected nicely. Nice, good race. Oh, looky there, you got the Mad Ape putting in a block back there on the Streak and knocking him back further. We come down here to the end. It is going to be Hellfire, Solar, Mad Ape, Streak. Nice first race here in this second heat of the night. Let's move on to race number 2. We are racing. And it's Solar Flare out to a bit of a lead coming down to that first stretch, down to that first set of turns. Oh, you got the Streak putting in a block there on Hellfire, slowing him way down as Solar Flare is out front. And you got both the Ape and the Streak doing a little drifting. The Streak tries to make a move around the Ape. Can he do it down here to the end? And here we go. It is going to be no Solar Flare, Ape, Streak, Hellfire. 2 nice clean races down. Let's go for 3 in a row. We are racing. And it's Solar Flare and the Streak battling it out, and the Streak takes a bit of a lead going into that first set of turns as they all line up. They're coming down into that Armageddon corner, and everybody's still going nicely. Looks like we're going to have 4 clean races in a row here, folks. Nice little run going on here, and it looks like it's going to be the Streak. Oh, here comes Hellfire. It's Streak, Solar, Hellfire, Ape. It looks like Solar Flare is going to be moving on to the bonus rounds, but who will be joining him? We are racing. It's a Streak out to a fast lead coming out of that gate. Coming down here to that first set of turns, you got the Ape trying to make a move into second place, and he cannot get around Hellfire. As Hellfire pulls further out, we had a little double drifting going on right there, and a little drift was straight. Coming down here to the end, and it's going to be the Streak, Hellfire, Ape, Solar Flare. What a nice clean round of racing we had there. This is going to be this Streak and Solar Flare moving on to the bonus rounds. Streak with 13, Solar with 12. Hellfire put up a nice 11 points, but it's not enough to get him into that bonus rounds. And the Mad Ape has 8 points, and he's not going to be in the bonus rounds. But she really needed that because he has enough to get into that championship round, folks. But he's got Sidekick Sandy lurking in the background. If she is in the bonus rounds, she may be able to overtake him in points and take over that last spot that's available. It's all about the points here in this bonus round, folks. As Sidekick Sandy has the most to gain, she needs to get some points gathered up here to make it into that championship round and defend her title. As both the Franklin and the Streak are both going to be in that championship round. Solar Flare, unfortunately, he's just a little too late to the party to make it. But let's see what Sidekick Sandy can do here and see if she can go back to defend that title. We are racing. And it's a Streak out to a lead as he always does when he sits up there in that front spot. He's a hard one to catch. He gets, but he gets a slider around there, and Solar Flare does make the pass. Here comes Sidekick Sandy making a move into third place. She needs these points back. Can't she make another move coming down here to that final straight? Here we go, folks. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be Solar Flare, Streak, Sidekick Sandy, Franklin. Third place finishes is not going to get it done for our returning champion. She needs to do better this round. Let's see what happens next. We are bonus racing. It's a Streak out to a lead down that first straightaway, much like he did last time. Can he hold it this time? As you got Solar Flare trying to make a move on him, and no, he pulls further out. As Sidekick Sandy is now falling further back there as we come down here to that final set of turns. Here we go, folks. Down to the end we are going, and it's going to be the Streak. Hard hit. It's a Streak, Franklin, Solar, Sandy. What in the world is going on down here at the finish line? Check out the Streakers. He's the latest victim to hit that thing. Look at that. Look at the air that I got in with the Streak as I hit that thing hard and got rammed from behind. I took one heck of a hit right there, folks. Something is going on with that finish line. I'm not for sure what it is, but I wish it would stop before somebody gets injured. Let's move on to bonus race number 3. We are racing. This Solar Flare out to a lead, but Sidekick Sandy's trying to challenge for that lead. Here comes Sidekick Sandy, and she cannot get around him. As this Solar Flare still got the lead, Sidekick Sandy sitting there in second place. The other two cars look like they're way back there. As we come down, oh, here they come charging on fast now. As we come down here to the end, it is going to be Solar Flare, Sidekick Sandy, Streak, and Franklin. Sidekick Sandy really needs to pick it up here and get some really good points here to have any shot, folks, of defending that championship next week. Let's see what happens. We are racing one last time in the regular season. That's Solar out to a lead. Coming down that first stretch, here we go. Coming into Armageddon corner. They're all four lined up. Sidekick Sandy needs to pick it up. Look at the Streak trying to make a move around Franklin. I don't think he's going to do it. Oh, Sidekick Sandy has slowed way down. This is not good, folks. It's going to end up being Solar, Franklin, Streak, Sidekick Sandy coming in here, trickling in. Looks like she had some car problems. And here's how our final bonus points of the night played out. As it was Solar with an impressive 17 points. He was tearing it up out there, especially in that bonus round. Too bad he's so late to the party. I'd like to see what he can do in a full season. Maybe we will have him come back for a full season of racing, as he looks like he could definitely be someone to contend with. You have the Streak, who's got first place locked up with 12 points. Franklin, who secured his spot in the championship round, picked up 8. And Sidekick Sandy gets 7 points, not the performance she was hoping with. But will it be enough to get her into that championship round? We will find out here in just a few short moments. But for now, let's find out who tonight's big winner is. And it is Solar Flare. Solar Flare knocks the Streak off of his chirp. He's tonight's big winner. You can see how the overall leaderboard is. For tonight's races, Solar Flare had 29, the Streak with 25, Franklin with 22, Sidekick Sandy with 20, Hellfire with 11, Mad Ape with 8, Gump with 8, and Dolly with 6. Now that we've seen tonight's race results, let's find out now what we've all been waiting for. Who are the top 8 cars that will be joining us in the championship round? Here we are, folks. Our overall leaderboard. These are our top 8 that will be joining us in that championship round. The Streak is locked up first place with his 242 points. Then you got Bean, Gump, Lobster Tail, Franklin, Red Wine, Lemonade, and the final spot belongs to the Mad Ape. Unfortunately, Sidekick Sandy did not make it back to defend her title. If you look here, you can see she just finished 10 points off of being able to make it in. We'd like to thank each and every one of you who participated with us this season. We hope to see you back here next season. Before we get to our next season, we hope to see you back here next week as we crown ourselves a brand new champion. We'd also like to thank all those you see here on the screen for making this channel possible. Until next time, race fans, happy racing. See you next week.